And the Securities and Exchange Commission in Nigeria is set to hold the third biennial West Africa Capital Market Conference called WACMaC 2023. This year's theme is for structural deficit and sustainable financing in an integrated West Africa capital market. Well, joining us for this conversation is Mr. Tony Iloka, Chairman, WACMaC 2023 Organizing Committee, joining me from our Abuja studio. Great to have you on the show. Good morning. All right, Mr. Iloka, please break it down for us now. Tell us the overarching purpose and focus of the WACMaC conference.
Yeah, good morning. Thanks for having me. Like you rightly said, the WACMaC, which is the West African Capital Market Conference, it's a biennial program of the West African Securities Regulatory Association, which is WASRA. WASRA is made up of the regulators in the sub-region, SEC Nigeria, SEC Ghana, and AMFAO. AMFAO are the regulators for the French West Africa. So this WACMaC is the third biennial conference, which is holding in Lagos in October from the 25th to the 26th. Yeah.
So what would you say are the hurdles faced in securing, financing for infrastructure projects from, the capital markets? What would you say are the issues there?
Like the previous speakers in your program, you could say that most of the emphasis was on infrastructure deficit, which is the main theme of this third biennial WACMaC conference. Infrastructure deficit, which is huge in the sub-region, and sustainable financing in terms of achieving sustainable development goals. And there's no gainsaying to the fact that this is a huge problem in the region. And this conference affords the opportunity for stakeholders in the capital market to come together, to rub minds, have meaningful discussions and insights on how to address the huge infrastructure deficit in the sub-region and sustainable financing issues. So we're looking at how we can direct or attract funds into this, desired funds into infrastructure deficit and sustainable financing. Essentially, that is the core of this third biennial WACMaC conference.
And what would you say, is a plan to woo, local investors and foreign investors into, West African capital markets, to actually make it more robust and give investors, confidence to actually put their money, in there and get governments to actually go into these markets and raise funds?
Yeah, you're right. This is exactly what the conference is also looking to address, to look at how we can continue to improve on our enabling frameworks, because any investor that is coming to put his money will want to know that his money is safe, that you have the enabling framework for enforcement and the ability to bring in your money and take it out freely. So these are discussions that will be well addressed in this conference, putting the enabling structures, coming up with very innovative financial solutions as to how to address infrastructure deficit and sustainable financing. Yeah.
Okay, can you highlight some, benefits from, previous WACMaC conferences and, how those, all the discussions have actually been, turned into action so far?
Well, yes, like I told you, this is the third biennial conference. We had the first one in Abidjan, the second one in Accra, and the previous conferences have concentrated on more of awareness, creating awareness in the sub-region with the emphasis of having an integrated market, the importance and the potentials of having an integrated market. And WASRA, which is the main association that has been piloting this integration process, has done quite a lot in trying to achieve this. We've come up with several frameworks on fixed incomes. We've had agreements, cooperative agreements among the regulators in the region, all in a bid to encourage trade across borders, and also to really improve on the integration process, which we know would be very, very, very positive for economic growth in the sub-region.
Right, we'll definitely
so we've done quite a bit in that regards.
Right, we'll definitely be looking forward to this conference. But paint a picture for me. What are you seeing, going forward for West Africa capital market?
Very positive. Positive in the sense that we know that the government is looking at the capital market as a key component to grow the economy, and the capital market is actually keen into it to position itself to achieve that, and that is exactly what this conference is going to be all about. This conference would help shape the future of the capital market, especially in areas of huge infrastructure deficit and sustainable financing. The conference will bring together an array of experts from the industry, policymakers, the academia, and they're going to discuss issues around bonds becoming a catalyst for economic development, look at private equity and how we could, and venture capital, how it could improve sustainable finance. And we'll also look at areas of the ISSB, adopting it as a part of best practices for sustainable disclosures. Then also speakers around will be talking about leveraging on what's the digital transformation that is ongoing, look at leverage on technology. So it's a packed conference, and the whole idea is to continue to shape the future of the capital market in the sub-region.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Mr. Tony Iloka, Chairman, WACMaC 2023 Organizing Committee. We're looking forward to the conference. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. All right, after the break now, we'll take a quick moment to take a look at what's happening with commodities as AFEX Commodities Market Update. That's next. Do stay with us.